What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee. Did y'all miss me? Listen, your girl was hanging out in New York this weekend in New Jersey, thinking I was grown, okay? And caught a little bug. You can probably hear it in my voice. But we coming out of it. We coming out of it. So y'all, a lot of stuff happened this weekend. A lot of stuff happened this weekend. So we gonna get into it. Let's get into it, shall we?
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming in with a force. Yes, blessings they are reap and we coursing on.
Y'all, so I apologize for my nasally voice throughout this review. But we gonna make it do what it do, baby, okay? Now, y'all, Love and Marriage Huntsville. This last episode, I don't. It's giving produced. It's giving overly produced. Okay, but y'all, before we get into that, now your girl your girl got some resources down here in the DMV. So Martell attended the Miguel Wilson, suit thing of it all. Okay, you had to have $10,000 per table to attend this event down at the Inner Harbor. But your girl got some pictures. We got some pictures of him down at this event. Okay, let's just take a look. Let's take a look. So here we are. He is arriving at the event right here. Okay, he's coming over to greet some people. He done took some pictures with a couple folks he was promoting his wine down there. Now this jacket looks very familiar. Seems like he wears this jacket very often. So I don't know if this is supposed to go along with his line or what. But he's down there promoting his wine of it all. Here he is right here. Just acting like he's just out here, Mr. Cool Guy himself, okay? Here he is looking like a clown. As usual. Just over here talking to people, really just thinking he's doing it. Yep, that's a great flattering picture of him. Then he takes a picture with these two people here. Now there's also a video, y'all. I have video of him walking in the fashion show with some of his jackets on. I'll probably post that on my page later. I was trying to post the video, but it's not it wasn't showing. So I have some friends that actually attended this event and were nice enough to get these photos for me. Shout out to them for having the money to pay for these tables, and your girl denied. So there we go. And I was out of town this weekend, so I wasn't going anyway. But y'all, yes, this is Martell down here in the DMV at the National Harbor, by way of, if y'all know, if you watch Real Housewives of Potomac, this area is actually where Candace and the infamous townhouse was. So down in the National Harbor area is where Candace townhouse that her mama name was on, child. That beautiful townhome. This area, this is right beyond her townhome. So she lived right down there in the midst of all of this stuff. So yes, here's Martell, y'all, looking like a damn fool. I don't even know why any of these people are taking pictures with him. There is no way. And I don't even know if he even got any wine sales while he was down there. But he got to do something to take care of them children, because he ain't going to get Mel's money. That's for damn sure. Okay? So hope y'all enjoyed that little tidbit of info of him down at the National Harbor. He was actually down there. And I believe that was him calling Ariane on the phone when she was on that sham of a live that she did. Now, y'all, I was going to come on. I didn't have no voice at the time, but I was going to do a video on the whole situation with Ariane and all that. But you know what? I'm just going to say this, okay? She better get a lawyer. That's all I'm going to say. You came on the internet to say what? To say absolutely nothing, like you always do. And then you think you slick. Try to do that little walk back and forth to the camera. That was probably Martell on the phone. I'm sure y'all seen the video by now, so I'm not going to post it. But I'm pretty sure that Martell was the one calling her. Y'all notice when she was going back and forth in the camera to let everybody know that she's not pregnant. Girl, you ain't fooling us, okay? That little backdrop and whoop-de-woo that you did, you're not fooling nobody, okay? We at this point, who really gives a damn? Who gives a damn? Who said somebody said I have static. I'm good. Oh y'all, do I still have some static? That child is scared, and I would be too. Has anyone known what the ratings is for Love and Marriage Huntsville? Y'all, let me know. Hey Jazzy J, let me know if I have static, y'all, because I definitely don't want to be doing all this talking and then y'all can't even hear me. Let me know. Let me know. Let me see. Let me log on from my other phone and see if it's some static on here. Cause child, I don't want y'all to be listening and then we got to go out and do this all over again. Let me know in the comments. Do y'all hear static? Am I staticky right now? So we can keep it pushing. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I don't hear no static. All right, cool. I can hear you, Shay. Thank you, Linda. All right, cool. So let's keep on going. Let's get into this review. So y'all, yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all about that whole thing with Ariane and her just trying to make us, she trying to make us think that she's not pregnant. She's scared as all get up because she's on here feeling like she needs to defend herself with this whole situation with the video of it all. Let me say this. She did all of that to prove that she was actually in acquaintance with Carson, right? But riddle me this, Batman. Throughout that whole video, she never talked about the video. That's what everybody wanted to hear her talk about. And then I believe Carson. But my thing is, if you didn't really know this girl like that, right? Why are you asking her advice on something like that? My opinion, I think that Ariane wanted Carson to do this. She was poaching her to see if she would put the video out for her. That's what I think she was doing. Okay. I don't think that Ariane had any intentions of putting that video out herself. Now, if Martell had told her little dumb behind to do it, she would have done it. If he had said, I'm never talking to you again. First of all, you're stupid, Ariane, because at the end of the day, she is going to be, you're going to be the one that's going to take all of the hit for that. Because if he sits up there, first of all, y'all, I'm fighting back laughter. Marceau's tits. Y'all are getting more and more clever with these names. I'm telling you. Hilarious. But my thing is, let's say she went on and did some dumb stuff and put that video out there. Mind you, if y'all go on to True T's channel, True T found some tweets that Ariane put out in 2021 that basically alludes to her being in cahoots with this video. So that would have went on and incriminated you right there. Martell would have been like, I don't know what's she talking about. I didn't put no video out. Maybe she went in my phone and took the video out of my phone. And he would have, the bottom line is, Martell would have wanted her to take the fall for that because one, now he wouldn't have to, in his sick, deluded mind, now, okay, if Ariane goes and gets locked up and he don't have to deal with her anymore, now his life will be better. He ain't got to worry about her always waiting in the wings for him or her always messing up his relationships with other people. When it's not her, it's him. He's the one that keeps on going back to her. He's the one that keeps on screwing this girl. So in his sick, demented mind, he feels like if he gets rid of Ariane, he can take his son and then now somehow he will go to therapy, get Mel back, and they can live happily ever after doing TikToks again. No, ma'am, Pam. It's not going to work that way. It's just simply not. And Ariane got to be dumber than we all think she is, to think that this is actually that would have actually worked out in her favor doing that. And my thing is, what do you get out of putting a video out about Martell's ex-wife? If anything, you got him now, right? He not married no more, right? So why are you even concerned about Mel at all at this point? So, y'all, I just think that is just a whole bunch of foolishness. Carson was even live that same night while Ariane was live. And she was like, she was trying to get on Ariane's live to kind of debunk all the stuff that Ariane was saying. Because Ariane would like flash her phone and be like, look, y'all. Yeah, this the message. Girl, we can't read that. You post anything else in your story, post them messages. How about that? If it's anything of value. None of that shit had any value that she was talking about. Don't nobody care about Ariane. I cannot. It's just a mess. All right, y'all. Now that we done talked about that, let's move on. Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 6, episode 7, Sheree, Amour. Okay. So the episode starts off where Martell goes to look at the venue for his upscale magazine event. I'm like, didn't this man already have an event for this? Hold on, y'all. My nose. We got to take care of these issues while we on here. Didn't he already have an event? Now you having another event just to say you did? I don't get it. Sheila Jackson says, I should have driven up 210 and accidentally pushed his ass over the baton. Child. And I should have been right there helping you. How about that? Good morning, Shay in chat. Marcel's tit says, and that's Ding Dong did an interview. And that Ding Dong did an interview where she said that she wanted revenge. She's an idiot. What do you want revenge for? For sleeping with somebody's husband? What do you need revenge for? What did anybody, like, this girl acts like Mel did something to her by having kids and marrying Martell. She has lost her every marble in that. And you know what? Let me tell y'all this. Them people are very delusional that be on her lives. Tomorrow, give us a bun tutorial. Don't nobody give a damn about that rat's nest of a bun she got on top of her freaking head. Y'all need to stop pumping her up because she is not the biz knees, okay? Showed the video to the whole cast allegedly. Wow. I believe he did too. That's why everybody was. And another thing, if y'all saw that clip for me, we're gonna get into it. Actually, I'll wait until we get to that part of the show as we go through the review. Marcel says, Linda Gamble, I agree. If you recall, Mark Scott claimed that he had pictures of Mel's breasts, which is ridiculous. Like, why are y'all passing this video around? That shows you how obsessed all of these people are with this lady. They don't have nothing going on in their lives but to be sitting back playing pocket pool to videos of Mel. Idiots. He can get his son Belinda and have a whole Brady Bunch. I think about 12 children, some blended family. Child. Esquire, it's a delusion for me, period. Patricia T says, oh, why my messages go away? Martell and Coleslaw rode the short bus, period, together. Gemini 1958 says on RHOA, she by Sheree is at the doctor's office and they were showing a pregnancy. Don't know if it was her or one of the other ladies. Child, them eggs is dried up. She is not pregnant at all. Okay. And I know he got some super sperm over there, but it ain't working. Okay. But moving on, y'all. He is looking at this venue for the upscale magazine shoot. And then Sheree, he calls Sheree. And he calls Sheree his friend girl. Sheree, you be out here doing all the serious capping for Martell. You really do. And then he's calling you his friend girl? I've never heard that. What kind of country shit is that? I've never heard nobody call somebody a friend girl. That is going all the way around the mulberry bush to not call somebody your girlfriend. Okay? But anyway, moving on. He calls her and she says that she's coming to Huntsville to visit him and attend the upscale magazine event with him. Okay. PN2 Ross says, no shade. That show Shows how sick they are watching it. Right. Why would you be watching a tape of somebody else doing that you can't stand? Okay. It's probably a grandbaby. Right. It's probably her son going and getting a sonogram with his girlfriend because she just had a grandkid recently. Make it make sense. What's up, Mims? Mims says Sheree had gas, not morning sickness. Yeah, because that's about the only thing she can have right about now in her 50s. PN2 Raw says Sheree has a new grandbaby. Yeah, I think that's definitely what it is. Linda Gamble says, hello, Patricia T. Esquire says Sheree is 50 plus years old. She's a grown titty woman. Too grown to be a friend girl. Right. Like, he is doing everything he can not to claim this lady. Nikki Nicole says, what man says that? It sounds like something a woman would say. Right. Like, it's given very much, you took me on a trip and I didn't take any pictures with you the whole time. And you was the one doing all my videos. That's what that's given. In theory, too, when upscale is the only thing he's accomplished, I'd run it up to an event every other month. Right. He's an idiot and still don't know how to give a speech to save his life. Jess Schmickel says he has to put a front on a front because of his pride. Child, ridiculous. He's probably dying inside. What's up, Miss B? What's going on? I'm watching a video today, by the way. Y'all, shout out to Miss B. She has a new podcast. I'm going to be doing a review on that as well, and I want you guys to watch it, okay? Patricia T says Mel will be crazy as hell if she doesn't report this to the FBI. I wouldn't give a damn how they are affected by the outcome because obviously the cast doesn't care about her. No, they don't, and we're going to talk about that. All right, y'all. So let's get into this next scene. Mel has Tiffany, Kiki, and Nell come together at her house to discuss the tea party. Okay. And Mel cooked. And she made that pot roast, I guess, that's her famous. I thought she made the chicken and dumplings that she always talking about that everybody come over her house for as well. But they was all chowing down on that meal, okay? And every scene Mel has been eating, she's like, listen, y'all ain't gonna get on my nerve. I'm gonna get some nourishment out of this conversation some way at all. Okay, I'm gonna eat some food. Okay, so Mel was, she has Kiki come and she tells Tiffany that Kiki is coming at the last minute because she basically wants them to get along. She don't want them to be sitting up there arguing and carrying on, and so they are going to sit down and have a conversation. So Mel wants them to get along in a way that's not angry and aggressive. So Kiki says she, from now on, to make sure that their conversations go well, she's going to breathe and think before she speaks and tries to say things. She wants to, let things play through her mind before she just says them out loud. And then she goes into talking about how her saying she knows her father wasn't a dig. Kiki, stop. Okay? Stop saying that because we don't care. It was a dig. It was a big old dig. An astronomical dig. A dig in the ass. Okay? Stop. You're not fooling us. Just stop trying to prove that. Just accept it and move on. You gave her the clink clink to the neck, okay? When you did that. You went off on sis, all right? You shaded her to the highest degree in that moment. Accept it and move on. Stop trying to prove that you wasn't throwing a dig at sis because you definitely were. You definitely were, okay? So I don't want to hear you saying to us anymore that wasn't a dig, sis. Because it was. It was a Bob the Builder dig. All right? Moving on. Stop it, Kiki. Stop it. All right? You're lying to yourself and us. Okay? Moving on. So then she feels, so Tiffany says, I appreciate you clearing that up. And, before I felt like in front of Tisha, you were not, being genuine. Okay? And you weren't listening. She said, I feel like in this conversation right now, you're actually listening to me. So I can appreciate that. And so Mel says, okay, so you all can coexist around each other with no negativity, and we can just go ahead and agree to disagree and move on, okay? And Tiffany says in her confessional that she feels like Mel is glowing, either because she's pregnant or has a new man. And Tiffany, I'm going to need you to mind your business. That's what I'm going to need you to do. Now, I love how you bringing out all the drama this season in a way that's to benefit Mel. Not where you just being, well, you are being a little extra messy with stuff that don't make no damn sense, but I digress off of that. But most of it, you on the mark this season, Tiffany. I don't know if it's because that baby growing in your belly and you feel like, you know what? I'm just gonna go rambunctious on all these mofos because they can't do nothing to me because I'm pregnant. Okay? So moving on, here we go. Tisha meets up with Stormy and Kimmy to talk about the tea party because she felt like Mel wasn't getting proper communication from Stormy. First of all, let me tell you something about this whole scene. It was a whole waste of my time. It was a whole waste of my time, the viewers' time. It was very much so trumped up, very much so manufactured drama. And it's just like, go away from me with this. So this whole scene, they're talking about, oh, well, Tiffany sent Kiki a picture of something off of Instagram, okay, where it was saying, Carlos, Kiki, she gonna spill all the tea, okay? Now, mind you, this post was from 2 damn years ago. 2 years ago. Why the frick are we talking about it right the frick now? Oh, because it benefits Tisha to talk about it. Oh, because Tisha don't want to talk about some real stuff going on in her life, like her husband out here dick diving in whoever he can get into. Cause you think you're slick, Carlos. It's giving deflect, neglect the storyline. So why on earth are y'all like trying not to see this? This is what I'm talking about. Talk about what's really going on in the Scott's life. Because this little manufactured bullshit that y'all are doing with this scene right here, this is a waste of our time. And this is exactly why the views are in the toilet for this show. Because y'all think we dumb. I can see a Love and Hip Hop made up situation a mile away. Let's talk about your lawsuits. Let's talk about why Scott Manor is not being built. Let's talk about why Marceau went to Africa by his damn self and you was okay with that. Let's talk about why Maurice is coming in at 5 o'clock in the morning and Kimmy don't want to talk about it. Let's talk about what you really be mixing and mastering in that daggone warehouse, Stormy. Let's talk about that because this whole made up bullshit that y'all done for a post from 2 years ago, y'all can miss me with that. You can miss me with all of that, okay? Because I halfway don't even want to talk about it right now because it's really pissing me off that y'all even put this in the episode like it really made any sense. Y'all are manufacturing drama from a post from 2 years ago. Yeah, no, it's not entertaining and you're not going to make me think it is. It's just not, okay? So basically, Tisha says after the tea party, her and Marceau went to get drinks. So why did y'all go get drinks, Tisha? Were you celebrating something? Maybe you were celebrating the fact that you brought Carson to the party, thinking that was your little way of sticking it to Mel. That was your little silent way of being shady and being a... I thought y'all were trying to move past the drama. But you want to bring Carson because Carson told you about that video. Okay. So that's why mom was the word for you the whole time. You was quiet as a damn lemur the whole time you was at this event. Quiet as a June bug. Because inside you were having a party with yourself. Like, ooh, I know about this video. And now she don't even know. I done brought somebody to her party that knows Ariane and gave me all the tea on this video. Now, going back to the event with Mel and Tiffany and Kiki and Nell, there was a cut scene where Tiffany actually said to Mel, she was like, you know what? At first I didn't agree with the whole you changing your number and not, sending me the phone number. I didn't really understand it at first, but now I get it. She was like, so I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate you and all the things that you're going through and, all this, that, and the third. So Mel was like, you know what? It's just really, and she was like, and Tiffany was like, I don't understand why Stormy gets so mad over it or whatever, because everybody should just be more understanding of why you're doing what you're doing. So Mel says, and this was so profound. She said, None of y'all even asked me why I was changing my number. Nobody asked me if I'm good. Nobody asked me what was going on that was causing me to change my number so much. Everybody just want to complain about the fact that I'm changing my number, but yet y'all never asked me why I was changing my number and what prompted me to do that. And I was like, thank you, Mel, for saying that. Because all of you bitches want to act like cackle in the hen house together, complaining about Mel because y'all don't have shit else to talk about, right? But none of y'all asked this lady why she wants to change her number so often. What's going on in your life where you got to change your number so often? How can I be there for you? How can I wrap my arms around my sister and help her? But no, it's not enough drama with that. Y'all just love the stankness of it all. So moving on. So y'all, they talk about Stormy says she's straight on the T part and people telling her to be a lady. And she said the event was a bit bougie for her. Was it? Huh. Let's look at some other stuff here. Let's just see. So Mel's event was bougie, right? What about this event that you had? Was this bougie? When you had everybody at your house and sitting on pillows and you wanted to, have somebody put something in a tin and burn it and let it go? When you was trying to make Mel and Destiny be friends again? Was this not bougie, Stormy? Huh. Hold on, y'all. I got to blow my nose. So yeah, it was bougie and all because Mel did it, right? It's not really cute, or it's too much when Mel does it. But you did the same exact thing. Was this your way of trying to make us think that you're not ghetto? I don't get it. Tisha just had y'all at the spa. Was that not bougie? And she had y'all there so that y'all could talk about y'all issues and communicate better. But y'all ended up arguing like y'all always do. So when Mel tries to put together an event where y'all can talk civilly, it's a problem because it's Mel. I've never seen so many people work so hard to hate somebody in my life. I just don't understand. Like, the hate is just so real for this lady. And I'm just like, what does she do besides live her life that y'all just hate her so? It's crazy. Hold on, y'all. But y'all, it's unbelievable. So Stormy, I don't know if you thought this event was just, regular degular, but you did have everybody over your house, and you even complained about Destiny bringing somebody to your house that you didn't even know. But Destiny gets a Gucci bag, and you continuously give Mel your ass to kiss. But I digress. Y'all, these people on this show, I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay? Let's look at some of these comments. Miss Cookie says they hate her so much that they will try to discredit anything she does. Right. Flora Mercury says the Tea Party only exposes Stormy's lacking ghetto, and her speaking skills are worse than Tisha's. Child. Esquire says it's okay when they do it. It's a problem when Mel does it. Right. Right. Simply Beautiful says hating ass Stormy. Period. Okay. Y'all, I love me some Simply Beautiful. Like, I literally read all her comments in her voice. Pretty Brown Eyes says they make me sick just like the crazies in those groups. Child, I don't even want to go into them people in them damn groups, child, because it be team too damn much. Cricket22 says, good afternoon, Shay, Renee Online, and everyone in the chat. What's going on, Cricket22? Esquire says they are mad because with all their hate, they still didn't stop nothing, period. And ain't gonna stop nothing, okay? So let's move on, y'all. So yeah, Stormy had that little bougie event at her house, but it's a problem when Mel has a bougie event. I don't get it. I guess all bougie events are not created equal. So Tisha talks about the post that Kiki sent her that Tiffany liked and sent to Kiki that says Carlos keep Kiki gonna tell everything. Okay. They find it contradictory that Tiffany is bringing up Kiki being shady to Tisha, but sending messages like that. Then Stormy talks about Tiffany telling her Tisha can't control her man and she doesn't own her business for real and she doesn't want to talk about her marriage. First of all, Tisha, don't you realize that Stormy is really not your friend? Because Stormy continues to bring up, even at the sleepover at Melody's house. Remember, y'all? She even tried to come at Kimmy talking about some, yeah, they was talking about Maurice and him coming in at 5 a.m. or him having parties over at his office. Why don't you talk about that? Remember when Stormy tried to bring that out? Then Stormy, now mind you, if I'm Tisha and Stormy is supposed to be my friend, if Tiffany is saying to her, yeah, she don't never want to talk about her marriage or whatever, my question to Stormy would be, so what did you say? What you say when she asked you that? Because if I'm Stormy and that's my friend, nobody should feel comfortable coming to me and talking about my friend's marriage. Okay? Because I'm going to dead it at the door. I'm going to be like, first of all, you ain't even have to say nothing. Listen, this is me if I'm Stormy and I'm telling Tisha. So Tiffany came to me and said whoop de woo about your marriage and blah blah blah. You ain't even got to worry about that because I told her that you need to mind your business and don't talk about my friend's marriage because you don't know what the hell you talking about, and that's that on that, period. But instead, that's not what you did. You perpetuated the BS. Because I believe in Stormy's mind, she thinks that their marriage is some bullshit too. Because even her own husband was sitting there talking to Marceau saying, well, you need to let Tisha be more of a partner in your business. Like, that's how me and Stormy made all this money because we worked together. Not because I was trying to do it by myself. I need her. You need Tisha. Period. But let me say this, y'all. They over there pretending they playing business. Because in my opinion, the Scots ain't got no money. Well, the 1.0s. I think Kimmy and Maurice, they got a little coin because Kimmy ain't going to be broke, okay? I don't think that they're rich by any stretch of the word, okay? Or affluent, if you will. But the Scots, Marceau and Tisha, they don't have no damn money. They playing in our face every day. Buying all these cars, but living in a little house on the prairie. You ain't built Scott Manor. Not one log has been put down. Not one brick has been laid. Okay, not one toilet has been set or pipeline has been sprayed. Okay, y'all ain't doing nothing over. Sorry, y'all. People calling me. I'm like, why are y'all calling me? Why does my head look so much bigger on here now? Can y'all hear me? I don't know why my head looks so big. It wasn't that damn big earlier. But anyway, let me put do not disturb on so people don't call me no more. Like, you see I'm on live. Why are you calling me? But anyway, y'all. So where was I at? Because that call just threw me off. Let me read y'all comments. Pretty Brown Eye says Kimmy has hood credit. That score probably dropped messing with Miami Reach child. Him fixing up that office for people to actually sit down in there. I'm like, what they about to be sitting in there doing? Miss B says Stormy and her whole storyline and family needs a blowaway because it's giving boring. PNR Ross says yes. Miss Cookie says yes. But y'all, moving on. So Kimmy says, Tisha says, well, she has things talking about Tiffany. Tisha says, well, Tiffany has things going on in her marriage and she needs to talk about it and stop worrying about me. Mind you, you want to press Tiffany to bring out stuff that's going on in her marriage and in her life, but you don't want to talk about nothing. It's not okay when somebody talk about you. But it's okay for you to talk about everybody else? Why are you off limits, Tisha? I don't understand that. I really don't. So why, Carlos King, I'm going to need you to explain this. Why is it okay for everybody else to, they got to come and talk about their business and whatnot, but Tisha, nobody can talk about her. She's off limits. I don't get it. And mind you, I don't even think that Tiffany was saying anything necessarily wrong when she was talking about uh Tisha and Marceau and their business. She said, yes, Tisha is a, financial holder of everything of the business, but she's not the face of the business. And Tisha and Marceau have said that. Marceau even told her, yeah, you got your little title or whatever, and you do what you do, but I'm the president of the company, you see. So I'm going to be the one that's going to handle it all and make it do what it do, baby. Okay, not you. You're not in control by any stretch of the word. He has said that. So why is it such a negative thing that Tiffany is basically stating the obvious? And I told y'all before, they probably getting a whole bunch of credits, like tax credits or grants or whatever the case may be, because it's their business will be in the system as a female minority owned business. Okay. So that's probably what they're doing, and probably getting some type of grants or money or whatever the case may be, because it's a female, it's technically registered as a female black owned business. So Marceau, then they talked about Marceau kicking her out of her office or whatever, and how, she don't really have no control. Yeah, he kicked you out of your office because he don't respect you. Yeah, I would rather see y'all going to counseling to deal with y'all issues, not seeing you over here manufacturing some BS, talking about uh Tiffany's made up whatever she got going on in her life. Like, now you want to say, well, she need to talk about what's going on with her. Okay, go ahead and tell us what it is. What's going on in Tiffany's life that, number one, anybody really gives a damn about? And two, you just trying to use it to cover up so nobody will talk about what really is going on in your damn life. Like whoever Marceau took to damn Africa. Maybe it was Alonda. Allegedly. Okay. But moving on, y'all, child. This whole trumped up, made up scene is so dumb. We talking about a damn post from 2 years ago. They can miss me with that. So anyway, Kimmy says she liked the tea party, but she feels like Tiffany doesn't know Tisha very well, and she should stop coming for her. And whatever, a bunch of made up drama. I feel like Tisha was probably mad at Kimmy at that moment, because anything to make Mel's event look positive, she don't want to hear it at all. Because Tisha was too busy reveling in having drinks with Marceau over her doing her little shady stuff, bringing Carson to the damn tea party. Because what would be the point of you bringing her to this damn tea party? Because you are not that invested in this relationship with this young lady to be trying to communicate with her better. You full of shish. That's what you are. In Theory 2 says Tisha is a rare form of woman. I've never witnessed a woman like her. Very weird, to the point where I can't even explain her type of behavior. It's just off. I can explain it to you. It's called single white female behavior. If you can't beat them, try to join them, but you can't get on their level to join them. So now you hate on them. That's what it is. And that's what she has with Mel. Consistently hating on Mel. She can't stay. Every time Mel does something better and better, it hurts Tisha. So instead of her using it as inspiration to do better in her own little raggedy life, she just continues to spew negativity. If you would work as hard to be positive as you do to be negative, you would be actually as rich as y'all pretend, play in our face and act like you think you are. Pretty Brown Eyes. PN2 Ross says Tiffany timing is always off, but she states truth. She does. Pretty Brown Eyes says double minority, right, with their business. Yep, double minority. Tasha Robinson says it's so belittling to put Tisha in her office to bring in a male partner, Marcel. Yeah, like, he don't care about her. He has no respect for this lady whatsoever. The marriage is flawless. And is Tasha Robinson says you can tell Tisha was hurt. LOL, that marriage is flawless, so they don't need counseling. Yeah, right. They need to be the first ones there on. They need to be 10 minutes early. Pretty Brown Eyes says Tiffany runs Lewis. Right. So what would Tisha actually have on them? Because this man went from I don't want no kids to now they just birthed a kid a month or so ago. Girl, bye. The review hour. Hey, what's going on? Jill George says, hi, Shay, just got to join. What's up, Jill? How you bees? Esquire says that you need to talk about what's going on with you, Tisha. Right. Pretty Brown Eyes says, Uncle Wander said Tisha got her lick back. First of all, that wasn't getting no lick back because all of them look dumb because that was Martell in that video. They thought, and mind you, why are y'all feeling vindicated if somehow Mel was in a video with some other guy? What does that have to do with y'all? What does that prove or help y'all feel good about? Even Mel is a single woman for at least the last 2.5 years legally. So if she did do a video with somebody else, what does that help y'all prove? That's what I want to understand. It's really none of your damn business, any of y'all, for that matter. How does that help you make any money or help you prosper if Mel is in a video sucking off some random man? That's something that she decided to do privately with said man. In this situation, it was her husband, which there's nothing wrong with that. But now, I want to see y'all go back and pounce on Martell as much as y'all tried to come for Mel and y'all back behind her back snickering and snuffling around. Oh, we know this on Mel. We got this dirt on her. Now I want y'all to go back and let Martell have it. See, that's the problem. Y'all sit up there and put Martell on a pedestal for his BS. Now, Tisha, how would you like it if Marceau did that to you if y'all were divorced and had Alonda, his alleged mistress Alonda, trying to put out a video of you sucking him off? You would expect Mel and Kimmy and all of them to wrap their arms around you because you're the victim, right? Po little tink tink. Why would he do that to you? We love you, Tisha. Why? We gonna have your back, girl. That's what you would want all of them to do. But now, mum's the word. None of y'all came out on social media saying, I do not condone that type of behavior. None of this, that, and the third. Mind you, Tisha, you brought Carson to this party. And Martell had already shown y'all this video. So when Carson told you that video was in fact Martell, you still used it as an opportunity to try to come for Mel. So you have no morals whatsoever. Even once you knew the truth, you still didn't debunk all of this stuff. You didn't go. Carson didn't have the relationship with Mel to go and tell her that. And even though you and Mel were not on good terms, you still didn't go and have a conversation with her. Hell, I would have said, listen, Kimmy, I know you and Mel are cool, but so I need you to orchestrate us meeting because I have something that I really need to share with her that I can't. It's really big, and she needs to know. Period. You didn't do that. You instead try to use it as a way to embarrass this woman. And look at you now. You look even dumber because you still sitting at $100 out of the $1,000 that you want people to donate to your little foundation. But I'm pretty sure y'all will go ahead and put the money in there yourselves because you don't want to continue to look like a dummy. And now you realizing just how much people don't support y'all because y'all trifling. Simply Beautiful says you would have thought she would have brought her cousin Courtney. Right. Thank you, Simply Beautiful. Definitely. And that's what I said in my last review. Why didn't you bring Courtney? You want Courtney to be one of your real estate agents for your brokerage, right? You want to try to introduce her because you talking about your business. That would be you talking about your life, right? Sharing your reality. Instead, Y'all want to get Mel off this show so bad, but you continue to ride her back, spewing about fake BS. I don't get it. Y'all are so lame. These people on this show are so lame, and this show is going to be canceled, and they're going to be missing out on this check, and Mel is still going to be making money, period, because she got her production company and her wits about her, and y'all are just looking dumb. Looking dumb. Lee says Tisha like her mama. She thinks she's being smart, but always comes out looking like a malicious, envious idiot. So she continues to try to do dirty things to make her point that Mel is the problem. Right, and even on Wanda's channel, she always talking about Mel. Why you not talking about them diabetes potatoes that you got? Or why you not talking about Tisha's businesses, promoting what y'all got going on? Why are you constantly talking about Mel? I don't get it. Talk about what y'all got going on. Stop talking about Mel all the time. It's like y'all really don't have nothing to talk about. Simply Beautiful says he told that woman to play her position and let him run the company. Well, period. That's exactly what he did. Jill George says, hit the like button, everybody. Yes, please, please, please like the video. It is a free way to support me. I appreciate y'all. Gwendolyn Strickland says, they are jealous because Mel got class and she's winning at the same time. Tisha jealous because she knows her husband likes Melody. Child, let me tell you something. If the rumors are true, because Martell was like, he felt like Marceau liked Mel. So for you to show him that video, allegedly, he apparently showed people this video. I'm pretty sure that Marceau done played pocket pool several times to that video because he is loving Mel, okay? He likes everything about Mel. Mel's go-getter attitude, her confidence, and Tisha lacks all of that. And he even talked about that in his interview with Carlos King. Any chance he gets to put his wife down, he do it. Tasha Robinson says, how do you go from calling someone a dark soul to asking them to help with an expo? Can someone fill in the gap? Child, full of bullshiggity. That's what she is. Very much so. Very much so into herself and full of it. Brittany Janae says, I heard Marceau allegedly doesn't even live with Letitia. Child, I will believe it. I believe it. That's probably why they got the damn apartment. Pretty Brown Eyes says, be for real, that entire he kicked me out my office was a fake scene. They don't even have an office. Right. Because that office was fake. That's not even the office they was in last season. Louisiana Chick 318. The thing is, Mel is over Martell and Slut's loss. So they can bring whomever and it won't phase her. Right. Period. Simply Beautiful says, if anything, it vindicated Mel because the one thing he said she wouldn't do, she was actually doing to her husband. Right. That drop the mic right there. Because all this time, and I'm glad you brought that up, all this time, that's your whole reason for leaving her, right? You ain't want to be with her no more because she wouldn't do that. And gobble gobble throat was over there giving it to you willingly. But you messed up your whole life for that. And she was, come to find out, she was actually doing it. So how much more dumb do you really want to look, Martell? Because you look crazy. You look dusty. Okay? Ain't nobody worrying about child. In theory, too, Tasha Robinson, good question. I'm lost on that one, too. Pretty Brown Eyes says, all their meetings are held in black. They rented an office just like they rented that conference room for the fake comeback meeting. Child. Right. Miss B says Melody should bring a +1 to that reunion. Definitely. You know what? If I was Mel, I would bring my man to the reunion. Because y'all want to see him so bad. And I know he's somebody. I just know. Somebody said that her dude is a regular guy. But Melody don't strike me as a regular guy type of dude. Like, I'm pretty sure that this dude got a lot going for himself. And all of them going to look even more dumb if she brings whoever this man is to the reunion. I hope she do. Or, you know what, girl, keep them private, child. Gemini 1958 says, wouldn't proper etiquette have been to go around the room and have the ladies introduce themselves in perhaps a few seconds of who they are? I mean, Nell didn't know Stormisha's mother, etc. Right. I would have thought that would have been the best thing to do too. Megan says, "Oh, they will never hold Martell accountable," and it's sad. Don Simber, what's up, Don Simber? Willis says, "Just stay tuned. Everything is about to come out soon before the reunion. OWN needs to open their reunion up to the public and bloggers." Child, Absolutely. And ask questions that's not going to be in Martell and Marceau's benefit. Pretty Brown Eyes says, if Melody leaves the show, it's over. Period. It's definitely over. All right, y'all. So let's finish this review out because it wasn't much going on. So Stormy sits down with Kiki and Tiffany and brings up how they acted at the tea party and asks if things were resolved because everybody is now at the Upscale magazine event. Okay. Kiki and Tiffany says, yeah, everything is cool. We actually sat down with Mel and resolved everything. So Stormy was like, did you really? So here she goes stirring the damn pot. So she took the stick out of the bowl, the sound bowl, and now she's sticking it in the bullshit. Okay. So she's like, you sure? And so she brings up the whole message thing or whatever. And Kiki is like, yeah, because you did send me that message. The whole message about Carlos keep Kiki. She gonna tell it all or whatever. So Tiffany basically was like, yeah, I'm always in support of other women. Like Tiffany was basically like, I wasn't talking about the her stirring the pot stuff. I mean, or her telling it all. I was saying about her being kept on the show. Like, I'm trying to celebrate you keeping your job, sis. Okay. So she was like, well, I just want you to know that me and Tisha are cousins and I'm never blah 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 Kiki, cry me a river. Don't nobody give a damn about you and Tisha being cousins. Because Tisha don't give a damn about you being her damn cousin. She didn't even want you on the show. So now y'all want to do this kumbaya moment so that y'all can team up and be on some bullshit towards everybody else? Is that what this is a prelude to? So everybody want to come for Tiffany now. Y'all don't got nothing else to do or nothing else to talk about. I just don't understand. Astute Queen B says, Queen B Thought says, new subscriber, I enjoy your content and your content. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Astute Queen B says, hey, Linda Gamble. Gwendolyn Strickland says, Tisha can talk about why Marceau doesn't do anything with her children. Those his words, her children. MJ, 16 years old, never has he taken his son for a haircut. That's a shame. And that's absolutely shameful. And for him to think that it's funny that that those are Tisha's kids or whatever. His kids are going to remember that, but you working so hard because of your family, but you don't even claim them. You never home because you want to make generational wealth, and then you're talking about this family crest that you want to have, but you don't even want to claim your kids. Boy, get out of here. Gemini 1958 says, Shay, question, what's this about CK wanting to get hotels 50% and males 25%? Have you heard of this? No. What 50%? Males 25%. That's interesting. I guess we need to expand upon that. I don't know. I have no idea. Shay, did you saw Belinda chick post boss baby pic on? Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, you lost your mind, lady. If Mel can't even post her kids, what the hell make you think you can post them? But you know what it is? That's Martell being slick behind the scenes because Miss Van has posted the kids recently too. So I guess he's like, well, if you want to have other people posting the kids, I'm gonna have other people posting the kids too. But I'm like, it's not like you had your mom posting the kids. You got your chicks posting the kids. And then my thing is, you sitting up here talking about you don't want Mel to have all these babysitters. Hell, Belinda was in a video with you talking about she'll babysit your kids for you. And Mel don't know this lady from a can of paint. But yet it's okay for other people to babysit your kids. And I'm pretty sure them kids was over Belinda's house while you was gallivanting and pretending to be Sheree's boyfriend in Atlanta. Yeah, you think you're slick. We see all of that. Okay, we see each other, Martell. Astute Queen B says they all need help. They hate her for no reason. They wish they could move like she does, and she is a star, and they're mad. Period. 137. I know y'all lying. 137 in this chat and only 25 likes. Just trying to help, not piss anyone off. Come on now. Come on, y'all. Like the video now. Hit the like button. Come on, please and thank you. Let's do it. In theory, too says, I'm sure they won't address any of the allegations at the reunion. If that's the case, don't bother having a reunion. Period. Period. Lee says, it makes me wonder if the schools Martell and Tisha went to are still open. They operate like they don't have a lick of knowledge or common sense. Somebody's mama says Stormy and them were late to the tea. Right, because they don't respect it. All right, y'all. Let's finish out this review. But I need y'all to like the video.
Yeah. Work, 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 work. To me, I get work, 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 work. Give me, do me, dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, 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 line. In the girl, we murder, da, 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 da. Drive me a dessert. Let the devil lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience.
All right, y'all. Let's finish this up because I have some things I want to tell y'all about this whole Sheree and Martell sit down. So here we go. Tiffany was saying she was just in support of her staying on the show, basically for Kiki. Okay, this is all minutia. This is just some trumped up, made up BS. Now I know 20 of y'all did not just drop out of this video because I asked y'all to like the video. Come on now. We have got to do better, people. Like the video and stay. Okay. Moving on. So then we go to Stormy was saying Tiffany did all this to protect Tisha from Kiki, but yet she's sending messages like that. This is just a bunch of BS. It really is. They are really sitting up here getting mad at Tiffany, trying to make it seem like, oh, you're having such a big overreaction to Kiki and Tisha's falling out, but then you're behind the scenes pumping up Kiki, saying you want her to stay on the show, which I can get that too, because it's like, girl, pick a stance. It's like you just mad at Kiki for no reason, but yet you was just making it like, oh, I want her to be on the show. I don't know what's going on. The post was from 2 damn years ago. Make it make sense. All of this is just a bunch of BS. Okay, so moving on. Stormy goes over and gets Tisha. And Tisha says, basically, it's not that deep. Maybe y'all just started off on the wrong foot. It's just really not about me at all. So, again, the post was from 2 years ago. Let's move on. So then Tisha says she feels like things have become disrespectful when they say things behind each other's back. Like when Tiffany said Tisha really isn't a part of her business. And I'm like, was it disrespectful? Because you're really not a part of your business. You and your husband have sat on camera and basically agreed on that. You are not the face of the business, okay? Marceau is. He's the one that's making all the decisions, but you're just the one that's going to take the financial fall for it. Or you're the one that's basically just getting y'all the credits because, again, as we talked about earlier, you represent the double minority factor. Period. So what did Tiffany say that was wrong? It's like Tisha don't want nobody to state facts when it comes to her, but she can say whatever she wants about everybody else. It's silly to me. So Tiffany says, you're the majority owner. He shouldn't kick you out of your office if that's the case. So Kiki says, you need a lesson on minding your business. First of all, Kiki, stop telling Tiffany that she needs a lesson on stuff, because you need a couple lessons too on how to stay on topic and not be rambling all the time, and how to stop acting like you about to beat the brakes off of somebody all the time. Because Kiki, in this moment, she got all pissed off and was like, she ain't gonna be pregnant forever. Like she gonna fight Tiffany. Girl, you and Tisha be acting like y'all Mighty Joe Young, but both of y'all probably wouldn't bust a damn grape. Stop. Y'all are too old. Y'all are in y'all 40s acting silly. Everything don't have to be a fight. And if Tiffany is just making it so bad for y'all that you can't have a verbal conversation with her, then maybe you shouldn't be around her. Because maybe you're just upset that she's telling the truth and you don't want to hear it. Okay? So Tisha pulls Kiki to the side to calm her down because she want to act like she I can't even think. She want to act like she want to box Tiffany. Okay? And she want to be Floyd Mayweather in this moment, and Tisha ain't trying to have it. So Tiffany, she says, listen, I don't want to ruin Martell's party and, us do all of this. So Kiki says, yeah, that girl is a cuckoo bird and, she won't always be pregnant. Girl, grow up. Moving on. Martell and Sheree arrive, and the cast is basically fanfaring over Sheree. I don't understand. Sheree is not she's not a big star. Like, I would say she's a Z-list celebrity at best. I don't think anybody knows who Sheree is beyond reality TV. Like, she's not all of that. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Astute Queen B says 146 and 75 likes. Yes, let's come on, y'all. Lee says it was the reunion when Carlos asked Martell, has Marceau ever cheated on Tisha? And Martell couldn't answer and was smiling. And Tisha said, me, I'm the other one. But she got tunnel vision on Mel. Right, because they don't want nobody to know their business. And Carlos King is not forcing them to talk about their own stuff. Overcomer, overcomer. Martell has all these women around his kids, but don't want other men around them. Right. It's okay for you to have every Tom, Dick, and Harry around your kids, but Mel can't have their actual family members around them. That's just insane. And I hope the judges see that. Gemini 1958 says, of the show, I heard this on another CC video. Still a little foggy. I got to listen out for it again. Oh, about the 25 and the 50%. Yeah, let me know. A Pretty Brown Eye says, it's just entertainment purpose only. Right, exactly. Marcel's Tits, what is the new rumor about the Scots 1.0? That's, you know what, I saw another content creator go on somebody else's video, basically saying that Carlos better release what's going on with the Scots, or they're going to release the information or whatever. I don't know what that's all about. I mean, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't be going on somebody else's video saying that. I would just wait and say it on my own video, but that's just me. But yeah, apparently there's some information out there about the Scots that people should be hip to. And, hopefully that content creator goes ahead and releases it, and it's something that really is worthwhile. Pretty Brown Eye says, I can't stand Kiki. She brings nothing to the show. Yeah, all she do is talk about nothing. Pretty Brown Eyes, I'd rather her just come on and tell what was going on with damn Marceau and Tisha. That would be the only real thing that she could contribute. Pretty Brown Eye says Martell is upset because Sheree don't have it like he thought she did. She definitely doesn't. She is cap on top of cap. Okay, the cap store. So moving on, Martell and Sheree come in. Everybody fangirling over daggone his friend girl Sheree, and whatever. Marceau is like, oh, it's so nice to see Martell rebounding, especially when you see who he's rebounding against. Basically, like, trying to make it seem like Mel was just so terrible that it's so victorious to see Martell being in a relationship with somebody else. I just don't understand where all this hate comes from for this girl. You would think that she came to their house like clockwork and pissed in their Cheerios. I don't get it. If somebody that don't affect my money like this, but I guess she does affect their money, because if they stop talking about her, this show is over. And I think they realize that. So they want to talk about her so much, but then actually the show will be over still, because people are tired of y'all ganging up on one person. It's like they switched the way that they're ganging up on her. So Carlos, you think you're slick. So instead of y'all doing it to her face and ganging up on her, behind the scenes, y'all are concocting BS to gang up on this woman. It's really crazy to me. It really, really is. So, moving on. Why do y'all care? Why do y'all care so much about who Martell is dating and what all this stuff? So Kimmy brings up how Martell and Sheree look like a business arrangement, not a dating arrangement. Well, Kimmy, I'm glad that you got some sense in your brain, because this is definitely a business arrangement, and they're definitely not together. They're just simply not. Okay? Period. Louisiana Chick 318 says, I see it for Kiki, and Tiffany got to be prepared with a mouth as reckless as she has. CK puts Tiffany up to do messy BS, but she's going to catch the heat from it. I don't know why this lady turned her alarm on trying to be shady. She knows I'm over here doing a video, child, but I digress. Sheree is a big star in a city like Huntsville. Well, there you go. You're right. Pretty Brown Eye says he did that to attract people to his channel. He got the same tea all y'all already have. Either spill it or STFU. Right, exactly. You know what? Let me tell you, Pretty Brown Eyes, because you know who we talking about. Some people like to act like they're more than what they really are. And it don't even need to be like that out here in these YouTube streets. I don't, I love all my fellow content creators. I do, and any new ones to come. But we just gotta, we got to be better. We got to do it better than that. Because you can't be going on somebody else's channel trying to basically take over and take the shine. It was giving team too much. Also, I loved that video that she did. She did a great job. But sis, don't be eating during interviews next time. I'm just saying. Can't be eating while you're interviewing somebody. That's a little unprofessional. But that's just my opinion. But moving on, because y'all don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Tasha Robinson says they have these one-time charities. Right. Trying to get people to pay for their house. That's exactly what they doing. Gwendolyn Strickland says Tisha can talk about why Marceau ran and got a vasectomy. Kimmy can also talk about why Maurice got one, which he didn't need. Kimmy not going to get pregnant. Red flag to me. Exactly. Bingo. Why are we not talking about that? Because y'all want to talk about everything else that don't have nothing to do with nothing. If you notice, Kimmy brings Mel up every scene, and so does Martell. Right, because they don't want to talk about their real life. Martell don't want to talk about how he allegedly filed bankruptcy twice. And how he is in such a money pit. It's ridiculous. Y'all going over to Hey Girl Hayes channel. She got it all go up there about him buying houses with Belinda allegedly and all this stuff that he got going on. Go on over there after I'm done. But make sure you like this video first and subscribe. All right, the review hour says their anger comes from the first season of the first episode, the 47 acres. They have a grudge against Melody that they can't shake off. First of all, let me tell you about the 47 acres. I wouldn't want to be in business with them in the comeback group either, because what they don't want to admit is Martell and Melody were financially backing all the stuff that they were doing. So y'all want to be a whole business together and y'all want to be the comeback group, but you don't want your money to come back into this. So if they had to purchase the land themselves, they're the ones putting all the money up for everything. Why do they need y'all? It's like y'all were riding their coattails. So I would have dissolved the comeback group too, because y'all want to come back to some money, but you ain't putting none in. That's what they wanted to do. And ain't nobody got time for that at all. Okay. So y'all, let's move on. Hold on. Kia88 says, apparently that content creator has the tea, but will post it on Patreon, not YouTube. And I'm not paying for it. Not doing it. The show is boring at this point. Just do a recast and start from scratch, period. Okay? You know what, y'all? Just my point on the Patreon accounts real quick. Y'all shouldn't have to pay for content. It's the same shit that we all can see if you follow Peach Report or TMZ or all these other things. It's the same shit that we all get, and it's just a matter of who comes and tells y'all about it first. Why are y'all paying people $5 and $10? If you had to pay every content creator $5 a month for the same shit that everybody else is saying, why? I think YouTube, what we really need to do is make sure that the platform, I shouldn't have said their name because now they're going to say something about my video. But anyway, the platform itself needs to lighten up on what we can say, how we can portray information, and pay us like they supposed to pay us. And so that people don't have to feel like they got to go and create all these other BS Patreon accounts and all this and the third to tell y'all the same stuff that everybody else is talking about for free on here. Do you see DJ Richie Sky doing Patreon accounts? Do you see Color Me Pink doing Patreon accounts? Do you see Scotty by Nature doing Patreon accounts? No. So people that have a lot of subscribers, they don't do that. Why? Because people are coming back to watch their content. And it's financially stable for them to do that. When you got to go, in my opinion, when you got to make Patreon accounts and all that to kind of create a gimmick for people to come and watch your content, are you really doing what you're supposed to do on here? But I digress, because no shade to anybody that does it, but I'm probably not going to be doing that because I just feel like that's too much. We all got enough bills to pay. Ain't nobody trying to be, having y'all pay to listen to me give my damn opinion about the same shit that y'all see all over the damn social media and the internet. But that's just my opinion. Pretty Brown, I said, Shay, did you see how he told Sheree that he was going through a divorce? Sheree is so gullible. Martell is lying in the situation saying he's going. Right, that's what I was going to talk about too. You're already divorced. You're not going through a divorce. And Sheree, if you watch the show, like you said you did when you was talking to Tiffany, you would know that. Louisiana Chic 318 says, thank you, Shay. No problem. I'm just, saying how I feel. Y'all know I like to tell the truth over here, okay? Kia88 says, I shouldn't have to pay for anything. I'm assuming it's to prevent a lawsuit drama, dramation of character. Right. Yeah, but you know what? You still could technically get sued because that's just like Tasha K having her own platform outside of YouTube. If somebody goes over there and screen records what you're doing and you're saying stuff that's not true, it could still be presented in a court of law. So, I mean, that ain't really, I don't know, child. The men just wanted the women to sign the contract, right? The review hour, I agree about the Patreon. I refuse to pay for messy gossip. I'm not that lonely or desperate for information. Child. Terry Babe 89 says, Shay, I have nothing to say because this show is just so disappointing. It is. It's getting bad. It's really is. Gene Satisfied said that is so true. Kia 88 facts. Jazzy J, I know just what you're talking about. Okay. Don Simber Willis says, I'm not able to pay content creators for information. I'll just drive an hour and 45 minutes to Huntsville to find out firsthand. Plus, I'm friends with a person that's in the know. See, and there you go. There you go. So hell, maybe they need to be. Maybe the content creators need to be paying you, child. Miss B says, like this video. Yes, like the video again. As love and marriage BS turns, right? Kia 88 says, I need for Mr. Things of that nature and She Man to work and act a little better for that 10%. Period. Okay. All right, y'all, let's finish this up. So Tiffany pulls up on Sheree and she says, ask her a whole bunch of questions, okay? She wants to look out for her girl Mel. That's what she said. I said, but really? Mel is your girl now? Because you was doing the most before, okay? You was doing the most before, so I don't get it. So moving on, she asked, has she been to Huntsville a lot? She asked Sheree, has she been to Huntsville a lot? And says so Sheree says, yeah, I've been here a couple times. I like Huntsville. First of all, you're not moving to Huntsville. She said, would you consider moving? I think Martell had asked her if she would consider moving there. You know she is not about to leave the chateau to come and live in your pillar to post living that you got going on, okay? But we'll talk about it in their scene. So Tiffany asked Sheree, has she met Mel? And Sheree, child, you really tried it. Sheree tried to make it seem like Mel was fangirling over her. Girl, I don't believe that bit more than the man in the moon. She's like, oh yeah, I took a picture with her and their oldest son, because she came somewhere and she wanted to take a picture with me. What did you actually have going on that somebody wanted to take a picture with you? I just want to know. Girl, stop. Don't even try that. You trying to make it seem like somebody was your fan. Girl, bye. Have you met this lady because you've been around her damn children? That's all I want to know. I don't care about you taking no damn pictures with her and all this BS that you talking about. Talk to Mel since you're going to be around her damn kids, okay? Or better yet, talk to her ex-husband and get him together. Because all of this stuff that he's doing, you would not want old Roger Bob to be doing that to you. Or Bob Whitfield, okay? You would not be stomaching all of this if he tried to do this with your kids, okay? So then Tiffany asks, so hold on. Tiffany asked Sheree if she ever met Mel. Sheree talks about Mel taking a picture with her. Okay. Tiffany says, so you've been around her kids? And then she says, you and Mel need to meet if you're going to be around her kids. She asked Sheree if she thinks Martell still has feelings for Mel. And Sheree says, no, she doesn't feel he does from their conversations that they've had and just how he responds about different things. I'm like, girl, I thought you watched the show. Clearly, and matter of fact, it don't even matter at this point if he still has feelings for Mel, because Sheree gonna be with him. She gonna try to be with him regardless, okay? Because this is a whole publicity stunt. She don't give a damn. Okay. So Tiffany says Martell was following Mel around at Kimmy's event. He was acting like he cared. He was just all up in her grill. And Sheree says he should care. That's the mother of his kids. And if he didn't care, I would question that. First of all, it's a difference between caring about somebody and stalking them. That's what your boy does. Okay? So, girl, you don't know what you talking about. So then Tiffany says, how does it feel being with a known cheater, even though he is a great dad? Sheree says, yeah, he's definitely a good dad, and she doesn't agree with him being a known cheater. And she watches their show and knows Tiffany cheated before as well. And everyone has a past as long as he respects her and they're enjoying each other. That's all that matters. Girl, tell me you rather have a piece of a man than no man without telling me. I rest my case. Sheree, you're a clown. You're a clown. Okay. Uh so then Tiffany says, do you think it's because you put that PUSSY down? And Sheree laughs. I'm like, girl, Tiffany, you really just say anything out of your damn mouth because, child, I would have never said no stuff like that. But Sheree ain't say nothing. She just laughed it off. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, child. Sure. Tiffany says, seems like Martell wanted a woman with more experience, finding someone close to Miss Marlene's age. Now, Tiffany, you know you are shady as hell. You basically done say and call this lady old. Okay. Let's get into some of these comments. Miss K, aka, says Tiffany asked all the right questions. If you ask me, she definitely did. And Sheree ain't have no real answers to none of it. Okay. And then she want to talk about Tiffany cheating on somebody. Wasn't that like her first marriage or something like that? That was years ago. Or was it a situation? I think it was high school or something like that. That was her. I don't know what it was, but that was so old. I don't know why Sheree, if you watched the show, even brought that up. Kia88 says Carlos hasn't issued a statement yet to address the issues of this show. I really hope Mel announces at the reunion she leaving the show. I hope so too, because Carlos over here doing all these reviews of, because he ain't never going to leave the doors of the Real Housewives. He can't get over it. But you're not addressing what's clearly going on with your own cast. He needs to issue a statement because that is very, very thick what Martell did. And as the executive producer, you want to keep telling us, oh, this is the number one show on OWN, and you don't have nothing to say about that? It's like y'all perpetuate women being treated in a negative light. I can't say the word I want to say. December Willis says, if Sheree and Martell moved in together, who would pay their bills? Martell is broke. Sheree doesn't pay anyone. Right. But she would have to pay the mortgage people because, child, you can't stay up in their house for free. Ms. B says that's saying it. That's saying, get somebody else to do it. Tiffany is somebody else this season. She will do what needs to be done, asking all the questions we want asked. Right. Period. Pretty Brown Eyes says she is equating how bad he talked about Mel to him not wanting to be with her. She by She-Hulk is in denial. Right, because just because somebody's saying bad stuff about somebody, that don't mean that could be a cover-up for all we know. Miss AKA says Tiffany cheated with a high school boyfriend. Oh, okay, so there you go. So you talking about something that's old. Like, who cares? Marcel's tits. Sheree better keep those questions to herself before Marcel start doing that high pitched screaming, child. Dawn Simber Willis says that Miss AK right all the right questions. Pretty Brown Eyes says, Eyes LOL, me and Sheree are the same age, 53. Sheree is ta old. Oh, too damn old to be so dumb. Somebody's mama. Sheree is his mama age though. Shay. Wow. I thought they were only 13 years apart. Terry, babe 89. Shay, girl, LOL. Child, these people. But let's get to the end of this, okay? So Sheree goes to Martell's house. First of all, why are you coming to his house? The event was the night before. You can't spend the night over his house? I'm just saying. Even if the kids was there, Miss Marlene was at the event. Why didn't the kids go home with Miss Marlene? Because he said that Miss Marlene took the kids that morning. So it's like, why couldn't the kids spend the night over there so that your woman could stay with you? So she had to get a whole hotel room and you weren't in the hotel with her? Child, unbelievable. Ridiculous. I was like, why is Sheree coming to the door knocking on the door? Wasn't they just together? Why she couldn't spend the night over there? And mind you, you done had the kids around her. We already know. So why she couldn't stay with you? Y'all are full of shish, okay? So, oh no, did this delete everything? Hold on, y'all. This just deleted all my stuff. Undo. Oh, I was gonna say it deleted all my notes. Okay, moving on. Let's get to the end of this. So basically, Sheree sits down with him, and they're talking, and she's talking about him studying for his test, and she needs him to pass. Blah blah blah. Okay. So they talk about his event and how great the event was. And she talks about Miss Marlene being happy to see her. And Sheree says she was happy to see Miss Marlene, blah, blah, blah. And she says, they talked about, she says, I know that we've talked about marriage and blending families, but with your divorce going on, how do you feel? Mind you, the divorce is not going on. The divorce is done and gone. So why are you asking him with your divorce going on? He is divorced. It's not no divorce going on. It's done. What are you talking about? So he says, they are separated. So as long as they get over the hurdle of the issue of the kids, he sees smooth sailing. None of that said, I'm going to marry you and I'm going to be with you. And so then, he says Sheree is submissive and knows how to cater to her man. So she is wifey material. You ain't marrying Sheree. Just stop. Okay? Just stop. You have not even claimed this lady yet. She's your friend girl. Boy, bye. So then he asks if she will move to Huntsville. She says it's nice, but she's like, oh, it's nice. I like Huntsville. That didn't say she gonna move. She's not moving out of that chateau, and you know she's not. You know that. You know that. So stop. You want to move into the chateau. And you know what? Just a side note. Martell can take his ass back and forth to Atlanta. But when Mel was in her dressing room crying because she wants to leave Huntsville, he want to hold her there and keep her there. But you can go back and forth to Atlanta and be there and think about making roots there all you want. Make it make sense to me. So Mel can't move, but you can set it up where you can move to Atlanta with Sheree. Putting your feet up on her coffee table. Boy, these men on this show are something else, okay? So then she starts to talk about Tiffany, okay? So she says that Tiffany asked her some intrusive questions like, was Martell still in love with Mel? Did she think that Martell was still in love with Mel? And, Martell says, no, he's not in love with Mel. And he didn't understand why she would be asking her a question like that. And, then Sheree tells her about Tiffany saying the last time they were together, he was following Mel around. And he says, I'm a complete gentleman, and that's my kid's mother. And, I'm always going to, make sure she's okay. Are you really? What do you define as making sure she's okay? Causing her turmoil in her life? Is that your way of just checking in? Child. Well, Sheree, since you watched the show, you make your best guess or judgment as to what he was actually doing in that scene, right? Okay, moving on. So Sheree says she made it seem like it was more than that, like with you chasing her around. Martell says it's not about Mel, it's about the family dynamic we built. And I don't have feelings for her, but we share something deep and we have children together. And Martell in his confessional says Tiffany should close her mouth and stay in her lane and not share things with his date. So you still not claiming her. making problems where there is none. And Sheree says she knows he likes marriage and being in committed relationships. And she talks about how she met Mel and took pics with her. First of all, they were having a little inside laugh, making it seem like Mel was being a fan or something. And so now, ooh, I'm dating somebody that Mel was a fan of. Who cares, Martell? Let me stop. Mel doesn't give a damn about anything that you're doing, Martell. She simply doesn't. And the minute that you get that through your head, you can move on with your life. You are no longer married. So you keep on talking about the family dynamic. Y'all don't have a family dynamic because of you. You crushed that possibility because you don't want a family dynamic. You want to control Mel. And you're mad that your life is not going well. So you want to use Mel to get back onto the status that you once had because you realize that the only reason you were able to move and shake the way that you were before was because she was your partner. She was your helpmate. And you keep trying to recreate Mel and all these other women that you're dating, and it's just not happening for you. You try to get this whole boutique going for Ariane, thinking you was gonna make her a boss. Not happening because she's an airhead dummy. You try to do this stuff with Belinda that got 50 million children too. That ain't happening. You try to, I don't know what you think you're doing with Sheree because she is not mentally nor financially responsible. That's Chateau Thelma that she living in. Okay. And somebody said that her house is paid for, but she still has to pay taxes on that house every year. And she will want to pay that. Or you won't have that either. But moving on, Sheree says she with him, she said she also said Tiffany also said how does it feel about being with a known cheater? And Martell said, well, a lot of people cheat for different reasons. So again, not accepting responsibility for your actions. Instead of you saying I should have never cheated, and Sheree, that should have set your antennas off right there. She's like, well, I said to her, yeah, well, I know you cheated too. And so here he go pumping Sheree up. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, protect me. And oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my God, that's disgusting. My nose. Hold on, y'all. See y'all having a little sickness. Things happen. Okay. So y'all skip past that part. But moving on. Let's get to the end because I'm sure my nose is like ready to be blown. Um, Martell says, a lot of people cheat for different reasons. Sheree talks about bringing up Tiffany cheating. It's not just about sex. Martell has shown her nothing but love and respect, and she didn't understand how his friends were asking those types of questions. First of all, Sheree, is that your little sneaky way of saying that Martell's friends are intrusive and that they really don't care about him? And just say that because you were sitting there perpetuating all of his BS, basically. Unbelievable. So Martell says he's definitely going to address this with Tiffany because he finds it disrespectful for her to talk to his guest like that. Again, not saying girlfriend, mate, whatever. Kia 88 says, hope you feel better. I do. I feel a lot. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I could not even come on yesterday or the day before because I could barely speak. I went on this boat thinking I'm grown out in New York, hanging out with some of the other step instructors. Um, just had living my best life and caught a damn cold, not wearing a coat, none of that. So y'all, let this be a lesson. So I have been drinking my respiratory tea from my website and my pineapple ginger lemon juice, and I'm feeling a lot better. It's just the mucus is coming out now. So we're at the end of it. So that's why I'm here today. Let's get into some of y'all comments, and then I'm gonna get off here and go get my life. Okay. Kia 88 says, I hope Mel sue all of them on Kingdom Reign, Snats, Martell, etc. She dropped a gem on her live, triggering her PTSD that smelled like a hostile work environment, period. Don Simber says, Willis Marlene is 60. Oh, wow. So her and Sheree are 7 years apart. I think Sheree is 53. Well, 54. Miss B says, so they're about 6 or 7 years apart. Miss B says, so Miss Marlene and Martell house is not one and the same. Child, he's been renting houses. So he's been between homes. He was living with Miss Marlene. I don't know if he was able to keep her house because he did file bankruptcy a couple times, apparently, allegedly. I don't know if the house was included. I don't know if she ended up having to get another house. Who knows? But yeah. Tammy Harris says, girl, you know AC was in the other room. Not her being in the other room and just okay with Sheree being over there and just hiding. Pretty Brown Eyes says, for the record, I'm the original PBE. SMH, why block me when you're in other chats and platform? They think it's me and are harassing me. What? I'm the original PBE. SMH, why block me when you're in other chats and platform? They think it's me and are harassing me. What's going? Tell me what's going on. Who's harassing you and who blocked you? That's crazy. I didn't block you. Well, obviously, because you're commenting in my chat. But who blocked you? Girl, that's crazy. Ariane was in the house, child. She probably was. He wasn't at the hotel with her. I believe that Belinda was in town and maybe she spent the night at Martell's. But you know what? For him to be able to get away with all of this foolishness is just crazy. These women are just very gullible. Very, very gullible. Tasha Robinson says, why was he fake studying? Child had all the books laid out like he was really doing something. Don Simber Willis at Miss AKA, you may be right. Terry Babe 89, why Sheree couldn't stay at Martell house? Right. That's what I was saying. Tammy Harris, they say Martell Mama house up for foreclosure. This would be a shame. Oh, I hope not. That is crazy. I'm like, you couldn't even keep your mama's house? That is very irresponsible. Gwendolyn Strickland says they just want to cuss the way they want to and keep up the mess. I'll keep listening to you, Shay, and others. I'm not paying. Love you, Shay. And I love y'all back. I love y'all too. I'm going to keep it as free as possible, okay? In theory, too, Martell forgot he's already divorced. Right, clearly. Okay? Martell should know that wifey material as he is himself wifey material, like Mel said. Well, he should be good husband material, and he's not. Terry Babe 89 says, because Belinda is his girlfriend, that's why Sheree couldn't stay over at his house. Child. But Belinda sees what he's doing with Sheree, even if this is a whole charade. She's dealing with it. So, girl, bye. Don Simber Willis says, Miss AKA, have you ever met Melody yet? She has met a lot of her sorority sisters here in Birmingham, Alabama. Tasha Robinson says he said he was nowhere near Mel. Child. Pretty Brown Eyes says that is why he told Sheree he is going through a divorce because he's taking her back and forth to court. He's an idiot. He's definitely an idiot. Simply Beautiful says Sheree got liens on that house. Got to pay your contractors. Yeah, because she don't never like to pay no damn body. And if Martell really built a damn pool, she wasn't gonna pay him either. She gonna pay him in puss probably. Don Simber Willis, I have not met yet Melody. I live in Kansas City, Missouri. Oh, okay. Y'all, we gotta go to the next mimosas with Mel. Maybe we can all meet her. Hope you feel better. Yes, I need to because that was so gross. Y'all, I feel so bad. Like I'm really gross. Don Simber Willis, Miss AK, I heard that she's very nice. Eventually, I'll be taking her property preservation class. Oh, that's good. They're dancing around why people cheat for different reasons, child. He shouldn't have been cheating, period. What's your website link? My website is www.shayrenee.net. Okay. I'm telling y'all, not just because, like, literally, this is the only reason I'm able. I don't take medications because I just don't like the way a lot of them make my body feel. But I went the natural route. My respiratory blend and my pineapple lemon ginger juice is the only reason I'm able to talk to y'all right now. And now I'm getting through it and able to go to work. But thank you for your support. Dawn Simber, because I'm a health coach, so I know about all this stuff. But sometimes we fall short of the glory. So I was acting a fool this weekend, not doing none of the stuff I was supposed to do to keep my immune system up, being around all these people. And there you go. I got sick. But luckily, I have things to fix it. Don Simber Willis says, at Shay Renee, all the tea I get, you'll get. Trust. Thank you. I appreciate you. I certainly do. Miss AKA says, yeah, there's another person using PBE name. Really? No, someone is in the chat has my same name. Huh. How can they use your same name though? I thought that if somebody had the name already, you can't use it. But that's crazy. That is crazy. Don Simber Willis says, "Oh, that's not nice." And Miss K, AKA, oh no, what she said that wasn't that nice. Marcel's tits Teflon. Child. Tammy Harris, remember Mel said he was a good manipulator? Yep, people gonna start to learn. Martell gives Mr. Vibes from the Mr. Vibes from the Color Purple. Everything he do will fail. Yep, until you do right by me. Okay, everything he do will fail. Wine, workout, cookbook, baby gap suits. I can't be laughing because we're gonna have another nose incident. Not baby gap suits, child. T-shirts, underwear, unsuccessful. Don Simber Willis says that Pretty Brown Eyes, the original one. That's not nice for someone to use your name. Definitely not. I saw them in another chat. Then they blocked me at dawn, but it's okay. Shay, sorry to bring this up in your chat. No, I'm glad you told me because now I'll look out for it. D Brown says, how many ways can Mel tell that fool she doesn't want him? Ariana is a fool. I would tell everything I know about everybody. Get yourself together, Ariana, and grow up for your children. Yeah, because here's the thing. What's the benefit for Ariana to be with Martell? Like, I think that, like, really, and this is just my opinion, I think that Ariana is obsessed with Melody. Like, I think the only reason she was like, I think Martell was all cute and all in the beginning, but I think behind the scenes, she has like this sick obsession with Mel to me. That's what I think. Like, I feel like every time she was sleeping with Martell, she was secretly hoping she was thinking about Mel and her Bob. That's what I think. Like, she realizes that the only reason why Martell had money or prestige or any type of swag was because of his wife. Now that she's gone, all of the prestige and the glamour and all of that stuff is gone. Okay? Somebody's mama says hoochie short suits. Don Simmer Willis says that Shay Renee, I was saying that's not nice that someone else using. Oh yeah, I got you. Terry Baby now says he introduced Belinda as his girlfriend, but he didn't introduce Sheree like that. Ooh, when he introduced Belinda like that? Miss AK says I understood Don Simber. All right, y'all. Let me get off of here and finish drinking my juice and blow my damn nose. So the next time I come back on to talk about Housewives of Atlanta, we don't have no surprises. Okay. His friend girl, child. Coleslaw is the prime definition of for my man vibes. It's very creepy, child. Exactly. All right, y'all. But thank y'all for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with anybody else that's watching this show too. And I think we're going to be doing the unbiased opinion panel tonight on Sean's channel. I'm gonna follow up with her at some point today to see if that's what we're doing. But other than that, y'all, I will be back on probably in about, I'm gonna get stationary somewhere else because I'm in a neighborhood in Bethesda right now with all the little rich white people, and they, looking at me like, why are you in our neighborhood pulled over doing stuff? But anyway, I digress. So I'm gonna come on in probably about next 2 hours to do Housewives of Atlanta, and then we'll be back on later tonight to discuss both together on the panel. But anyway, thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.